Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to the Kehillat Shari Torah Halacha Minute. Wednesday, the 23rd of December. We've been talking about Kiddush Levana. Now let's look at the actual text and how it is recited. 6:12, 6:13 is where it starts. We said before that we do say first few verses of Psalm 148 as an introduction because they discuss the moon. Then we make the bracha that we spoke about at the beginning. And then on page 614, 615 in your Art Scroll Siddur, there are a number of verses which are recited 3 times. There's a little bit of choreography there. It talks about rising on your toes as if in a dance, sort of picking yourself up like this. Let's see what all that's about. Before saying Kiddush Levana, writes Rabbi Levowitz, you should check the area, make sure you're not standing near a dumpster or anything else that has a bad smell. We don't want to daven and say Hashem's name in a place where there are unpleasant, unsavory odors nearby. We discussed this at great length in our Talmud class. Ask anybody from the Talmud class if you're interested in finding out about that. Kiddush Levana should be recited while standing. We don't lean on anything. A person obviously who can't stand without leaning should lean so they don't fall over while saying Kiddush Levana. And after the fact, if a person erroneously sat during Kiddush Levana, it's a good bracha. They don't have to do it again. One should place your feet together during reciting the bracha, the same way you stand for Shemona Esrei, like this. Trust me, my feet are together. Some say you should face east, but just follow the minhag of your shul. Rabbi Belsky, whose opinions are frequently quoted here, says that you should face the direction of the shul. Whichever direction the shul faces, or the direction of the shul itself. Before beginning the bracha, you'll take a quick look at the moon, make sure it's there and visible and you're enjoying its light, and say the bracha. If you forgot, it's still a good bracha. The verses now on page 614, 615 at the top there is what we're looking at. You say, after you make the bracha, you say, Baruch Yotzreich, blessed is the one who formed you, the one who molded, created you. You say that 3 times. Then you say, Kshem Shani Roiked, just as I dance towards you but cannot touch you, so may none of my enemies be able to touch me for evil. Interesting. So when we're saying that, Kshem Ani Roked, that's where we lift ourselves up on our toes, like we're dancing a little bit. Very nice. Some say to dance from joy when saying that. Others say to jump during Tipol. Who says that? Me'iri. The Me'iri and the Levush say that. And Ben Ish Chai. Wow, number of people. Okay, good. Oh, it does say, be careful not to bend your knees when dancing so it does not appear, heaven forbid, as if you are bowing to the moon. We don't want to give the wrong impression. Tipol aleihem, may let fear and dread and horror fall upon them, my enemies. We say that 3 times. The reason for saying that is explained or brought from Kabbalistic sources. Shulchan Aruch, Magen Avram brings the reasons there. The Ramah says to say David HaMelech, since his kingdom was compared to the moon. The custom is to say it 3 times. David Melech Yisrael, which we would say that David Melech Yisrael, Chai V'Kayam, which we all know from the summer camp song is mentioned there also. Shalom Aleichem, you say to a friend, and the friend responds back, Aleichem Shalom. Customarily, we say this to 3 different people. In the Sephardic world, he says here, it's said to the entire tzibur, you don't turn to 3 different people. Rather, you just say it to everyone. If you're alone, you say, if you are alone, you should say Shalom Aleichem to 3 people after you finish saying the Kiddush Levana. If someone says Shalom Aleichem, you can't interrupt your own bracha to answer them. So you have to be mindful of that. Siman Tov, we say 3 times. Kol Dodi, we say 3 times. Shir Hamalos, we mentioned at the outset there. Yes. Shir Hamalos, Lamanatzeach, Psalm 67. The Bryce of Rabbi Yishmael, and that Lamanatzeach we mentioned. Aleinu is said at the end of Kiddush Levana. Numerous reasons given for this. Some say it's to demonstrate that we are outside in order to show the greatness of God who illuminates the world. Some are of the opinion that you don't say Aleinu when you're alone. Rabbi Belsky, again, who's quoted here frequently, disagrees. You do say it. After Aleinu, you say Kaddish. The custom is to sing and dance after Kiddush Levana to the words of Tovim Me'orot. Very nice. So you'll see people after the Kiddush Levana dance in a little circle. Nowadays we're not dancing together too much. We're not holding each other by the shoulders in the little yeshiva shuffle circle, but hopefully those days will come again soon. May we see them in good health speedily. Please join us again tomorrow. Till then, have a wonderful day.